What you see in front of your screen right now is an old FireX Smoke and Monoxide Detector. I have two of these in my home, and one of them is giving me a chirping problem. I already know what the problem is that it's due to be replaced. And you'll see why later in this video. So this is the one in my bedroom. And this one over here is the one out in the hallway. Because it's a small condo, they're not far apart from each other. But I guess they did it this way for safety, I guess. So just in case if the bedroom door is closed, well, then the one in the hallway would be able to suffice for whatever fire situations may come up or arise. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to demonstrate this for the very last time on the noise that it does. So might as well do it from this one. So I'll have to cover my ears here for a bit and have you guys get a good listen on this. Shall we? We will right now. Here we go. And every single time that I do this test, there's also a little chirping that comes up around. And yet this has no... Listen to this. That's the one in the bedroom already. Yep. So as you can hear, you could hear some of the chirping already happening. If it's not from this one, it's coming from the other one. Anyways, I just replaced the battery not too long ago. And as you can see, this is not even 2 months old. Now, because I have no tripod for this phone, you're going to be seeing the installation in separate video clips. Well, obviously, with the magic of editing, you'll see everything together. So join me as I do the installation of replacing these FireX detectors with brand new Kidde ones. So let's do the installation right now. Well, here they are. I purchased two of these Kidde smoke and monoxide detectors. And this is how the pack looks in the front. I already opened up one of them because I wanted to see the contents that were inside. So this is how it looks like with just one of them that you can see that is put all together. And this is the front, as you see. And this is the reverse side. And looking at the front, I like the way they advertise the unit. And buying these in Home Depot was like at least $55 a piece for these, including taxes and all the stuff that is expected here in the state of Massachusetts. Anyway, yeah, it's amazing how they display the battery door and all the accessories that come here. They also had a version that was in a box, but I decided to choose this because this is more clear and more visible, and I could see the parts that are inside. And so will you. This is the other detector of the other package that I mentioned that I opened. And these are the parts that you'll get to expect to see inside. There are two screws, however, that belong to the base. And where is the base? Well, it is attached to the detector itself. So there you go. That's the base, and those are base relatively all the parts that you get with 2 screws, but the screws are missing because I lost them somewhere. But anyways, I don't think we're going to need the screws that much because the old base already has screws that I can be able to use in order to mount this base with, so it shouldn't be a difficult project. And also, what I love about what Kidde, the company, did, or should I say FireX? I believe they're still FireX, right? Yeah, they are still FireX, but it looks like they just named their products Kidde. But anyways, what I like what FireX did was they actually included a couple of adapters. And this is the first time I'm seeing this now. However, if you've worked with these detectors before and you've seen them in the past, let me know down in the comments below. I'm interested to know. And as you can see, this one is just about ready to be used. Now, let me show you also the real reason why the older ones are getting replaced. Looking at the back of these units, you'll notice that they have dates. Now there's one over here. This is the old one. And right over here, this is the new one. So if you already have a smoke detector that's over 6 to 10 years old, they desperately need to be replaced. Also, the interesting thing is that over time, they also have these adapter kits that they change over time as well too. So this is the old one, and this is the new one, as you see right over here. They're not going to match up, and that's where these adapter kits come in handy. They really do. So whoever has any FireX units that belong to the small ones, there's an adapter for that, and the ones for the larger ones, there's an adapter for that as well. Well, as you can see, my unit has the adapter for the larger ones. The large socket that you see right over here, you see how clearly it matches? So it can be adapted over to this socket right over here. And that's what we're going to be doing in the installation in just a sec. They have an interesting comparison as well too, because if you remove the batteries from their doors, you can't close the doors unless if you replace the batteries. And I already tried them on both of them. So, time for the installation. Well, as you can see, this is the old base. And all I had to do was, I took the screws, I loosened them out a little bit, and I'm just hoping that this newer base would have something similar to be installed. So this way I don't have to mess with the screws any more than what they have to. And hopefully make this an easier process. Let's see what happens. So far, so good. I already have the new base attached. All I had to do was just loosen up the screws. And after I put in the base, I just turned it counterclockwise. And as you can see, it's already installed. Nice. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this adapter and we are going to attach it onto there. Let's see, can I do this one-handed? Yeah, I certainly can do that. Let's see. Can it fit? Yes. Well, almost. Hold on, I'll be right back. Well, as you can see now, the adapter is attached, securely attached, which is nice. And I don't have to do anything else but just take all this wiring and tuck it up over here. I'm hoping it fits. I really hope it fits. I kind of doubt it, but I really hope it fits. Let me see what I can do to adjust this a little bit proper, and maybe I can be able to tuck it in appropriately and see if I can be able to make this work. Or if not, I guess I'll have to just use another method, but I'm trying to take the best shortcut as I can so I don't have to mess with all that wiring up there. If this was up to my brother Norton, he'd probably take this apart. He would probably tear up the ceiling apart, the joist apart, and all what have you to get all this wiring all squared away. Just kidding. Let's see what I can do to get this all fixed up. Well, little by little, it's a step over here that just takes quite a process, because now I have to take this adapter there and I have to squish it up in there. It's almost working. It's kind of a fight, but I'm almost getting it there. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I'm hoping I can get this assembled. I'm one step closer to having a new one installed up over here, so let's see what happens. Man, this thing really took a fight to install, but as you can see, this thing is fully flush and fully installed. Very nice. Now, for the big moment of truth here. I'm going to take this battery door and we're going to close it. Before I conclude this video, I want to extend a thanks to my brother Norton. He lives in the higher elevation of Massachusetts right now. And poor guy. You know, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago before I got started on this project. This guy was getting ready to fly to Japan in order to do some virus scans over there because of the situation that we're going on right now with this COVID-19 situation. And of course, right as he was on his way to go to the airport, he brings me the ladder because he knows that I'm going to get busy on this project. Well, of course, shooting 2 birds with 1 stone, coming from the higher elevation of Massachusetts, and then bringing me this ladder and then on to the airport to head to Japan. So, of course, he brings over the ladder, and I'm like, hey, Norton, thank you very much. And he's like, do itashimashite. And I'm like, what? What did you just say to me? He didn't say, mysteriously. And then, after that, he replies back and he says, Domo arigatou gozaimashita. Kochira wa noton desu? I ask him, what is that? He don't reply. He don't even say. You know what? I just tell him, have a safe trip. Go off to Japan. Go do your virus scans and then come back. Just kidding. But on all seriousness, I do want to give him a good thanks for lending me this ladder in order for me to install the detectors up over there. Because honestly, for a guy like me who is visually impaired, it's really hard to get around to work with the tiny stuff up there. This is the end result. They're both installed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate them and see how they function both together for the first time. So here we go.
Warning, carbon monoxide. Fire. Warning, carbon monoxide.
All right, so that ends this video. If you've enjoyed it or if you didn't, give me a like or dislike, however you feel like it. This is 270 EHA19 simply saying thank you for watching.